Now, what's modest apparel? It says that women adore themselves in modest apparel. So now, give me an example of modest apparel.
Like high levels of life.
No, based on clothing, just the clothing aspect of it.
Like she has to represent how she carries herself and what she wears.
Absolutely. So like a dress, a long dress, below the knee, you know?
I know.
A head wrap, things of that nature. So that's what we out there teach. We teach God's commandments, and read it again.
In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
That women adorn themselves in modest apparel. As you can see out here in New Haven, the black woman is not dressed modestly out here. And with that with that way of dressing, it's going to create or bring the wrong type of spirit towards you or towards them based on how they dress. Because you have rapists running around out here based on the way they dress. Remember, we said that the Lord is spiritual. So the way you dress, people will look at you differently. The way you carry yourself. You understand that? I want you to understand the importance of the dress code. God has a dress code. Zephaniah 1 and 8.
Read it.
Zephaniah 1 and 8. Because there's a penalty. If you dress the way you are, there's a penalty for it. Go ahead.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish the princes.
So God is saying He will punish the princes. Go ahead.
And the king's children.
And the king's children, meaning the Israelites. Go ahead.
And all such as are clothed with strange apparel.
That are clothed with strange apparel. So according to God, right now you look strange according to Him, based on your apparel. So there's a penalty for that. Now, do you celebrate Christmas?
Do I celebrate Christmas? Well, basically I have no kids and everything.
Okay.
I know.
What about Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
That's not in God's, that's against God's law. Do you know the history behind Thanksgiving?
It's giving thanks to every day that you live.
Okay, it's more to it than that. Give me Isaiah 65. I think it's 65 and 11. I'm going to show you something. But Thanksgiving it goes along with the slaughter of the natives.
Right.
That's what Thanksgiving is about.
Bring it out.
That's what Thanksgiving is about. You should never ever celebrate Thanksgiving. You never thought about it? Why you got to eat the turkey on Thursday? Because that's when the conquistadors came over to the side of America and slaughtered the Native Americans.
I get what
That's what Thanksgiving is about. Why you can't eat the turkey on Tuesday? Why you got to eat it on that day?
Yeah.
You understand? So it's something that you should never celebrate. Read that. 65 and 11, I think it is.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 65 and verse 11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord.
So ye are they, meaning the Israelites out there today. Those that celebrate Thanksgiving are forsaking the Lord. Go ahead.
Right. That forget my holy mountain.
You forgot God's holy mountain, meaning the Lord's. Go ahead.
That prepare a table.
Now it says that they prepare a table. This is what's going into Thanksgiving. Preparing a table. Go ahead.
Prepare a table for that troop.
For that troop. There's an old sitcom back in the days called F Troop. Are you familiar with that?
No.
But the troop is talking about the troop going against the tribe of Gad. Go ahead.
And that furnish the drink offering unto that number.
So they furnish a drink on it. We sit around a big round table. We furnish a drink order to the number to that number, order to that number, and we want to celebrate so-called Thanksgiving. Go ahead.
Therefore will I number you to the sword.
So God is saying, therefore, those who slaughtered the Native Americans are drawn to the sword, meaning they're going to be put to death. Go ahead.
And ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delight not.
So again, the subject matter is what? Thanksgiving.
Right.
It's something that you should never ever, from this day moving forward, celebrate because it's not of God's laws. You should never celebrate that. Because that goes into the slaughter of the Native Americans, Gad, Reuben, and those tribes right there you see on the sign.
Right.
So never ever celebrate Thanksgiving. So you understand? You gotta get back to keeping God's laws and His commandments. Do you celebrate your birthday?
Yeah, I do.
That's against God's laws too. You're not supposed to celebrate God's birthday. Your birthday. You know why? Because you're giving reverence to yourself and not God. All those are pagan holidays that we should never celebrate. Give me Colossians 2 and 8. Okay.
This is the book of Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
So the Bible, Paul is saying in the writing, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit. The philosophy of what? The Americans. Celebrating your birthday. Celebrating Thanksgiving. July 4th. What about July 4th? You celebrate that? We were blacks in 1776, or America's so-called independence. We were enslaved.
Right.
So what are we celebrating independence for? We are not free as a people. So that's something that we should never celebrate. Read it again.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
Go ahead.
After the traditions of men.
Because those are traditions of men. Of men. Go ahead.
After the rudiment of the world.
So it's a worldly aspect. It's a worldly thing that we celebrate in this world. Go ahead.
And not after Christ.
That's not up to Christ. Christ is our leader. So that's something that, again, that we should never celebrate. Birthdays, Christmas.
We should never celebrate holidays. That's what you're saying.
Not
even our birthday.
Nope, not even your...
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Like we celebrate nowadays what we call Passover, New Moon, Feast of Purim, Sabbath Day,
right?
Things like that. Like, go give me the law on the Sabbath real quick. Exodus 20 and verse 8.
It's the book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
God is telling us to remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Go ahead.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
So, Carol, God is saying 6 days shall you labor and do all your work. Go ahead.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
So the 7th day, which will be when sun goes down, that starts the Sabbath. Go ahead.
In it thou shalt not do any work.
So in that day, in the 7th day, you shall not work on the 7th day.
Right.
Go ahead.
Thou, nor thy son,
Nor your son. Go ahead.
nor thy daughter,
Nor your daughter. Go ahead.
nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy strangers that is within thy gates.
So, Carol, when the 7th comes in, there's no working at all on the 7th day. No work. Within those 6 days, you do all your work. Now, give me the other laws of the Sabbath. 16:23. There's stipulations on the 7th day. I'm going to give you more laws.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 35 and verse 3. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitation upon the Sabbath day.
So the God is saying on the 7th day to kindle no fire in your habitation on the 7th day. Meaning no cooking, no buying, no selling on the 7th day. Read on.
And Moses spake unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, saying, this is the thing which the Lord commanded, saying, take ye from among you an offering unto the Lord.
So, Carol, you got it? You understand that part?
Yeah, I understand.
So, when the sun goes down tonight, starts the Sabbath day. Kindling of no fire, meaning no cooking of hot food. You can eat cold food like cereal, sandwiches and things of that nature. You can do that on the 7th day.
I get it.
You got it?
Yeah. Just gotta eat cereal and sandwiches, cold food.
Yes.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity.